Return. Return. Return.
So, welcome back. Welcome back. Thank you for those that are joining. Right, yeah, so yeah, I was loading up X-Plane, so that's why I buffered a little bit. X-Plane seems to take a lot of resources when it's starting up for some reason. So, overlay sim, X-Plane 11, Airfoillabs. Should I write it out? Yeah, let's write it out. Airfoillabs C172NG. Oh no, hold on. There we go. Bracket was missing. Okay, good. Righty, so this is, like I said, a new add-on, and we'll have a look at all the details. Currently in Sedona. Let me get the overlay working as well, and then we're finished. Good to go. So Brenold actually mentioned this to me. Brenold, if you are listening, you want to get on Discord together, or... Triple Seven Bob, the Neo flight was nice. Yeah, no issues. We even got the Seabit DLC working, which was great. So really enjoyable, yeah. So overlay is working. Fantastic. Goodyear to Sedona. And one more thing to do, though, is active sky, and then we should be good to go. Right. I'm looking forward to this. So this actually brings back many memories. Many memories. I've spent a lot of time here in my real life. But that was a long time ago. So how come I can't connect? Plugins? Share, not share flight. X-Pilot. Oh, where's my plugin? There. Settings. Advanced options. No, that's all fine. How come I can't connect? Settings. That's all done. Hey Magus, how you doing? I'm a bit confused. Now I'm worried though, if I start up X-Pilot again. I was afraid of that. Every time I update it, it goes back to beta 16. Can anybody tell me maybe why it's doing that? That is really annoying. Commander Regulus, hello to you. But I have to install it, otherwise I can't connect. So it won't let me connect if I don't have the latest version. No, it is running as admin. Yeah, it is. Right, sorry, I need to restart the sim then. Yeah, Bob, I've done that. Yeah, exactly. So I've installed it. It's running, and then every time I close it, Xpilot, and open up Xpilot again, it doesn't matter if Xplane is running or not. It always tells me I need to update Xpilot. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, MCK, you're right. I need to chock it immediately, otherwise it starts moving up. Accept installation directory, program files, Xplane directory is fine. Install. Yeah, Bob, I think what I need to do is I need to completely uninstall Xpilot and then download it again from somewhere and yeah, do it completely fresh. Yeah, Bob, it says that for me as well. So right now it's saying the same for me, beta 27, and then when I close it, so let me show you. So here it is, beta 27. If I close Xpilot now, this app, and I restart it with admin rights, it will say beta 16. And it will tell me that I need to update. It's like Groundhog Day, but just for Xplane, really. And check the last window of the installer when it asks to run Xpilot after installation finished. Okay. That makes a big difference. It's worth a try. Where's... Ooh. Ooh, yes. GG, nice music. Dramatic. Right, but now I can at least join. So we are November 711 Bravo Bravo, Cessna 172. Connect to VATSIM. Yeah, so it's going to be VFR. There we go. We are connected. Xpilot. Notification panel off, I guess. Right. Cool. So we need to chock the aircraft. So here's a menu on the left-hand side where you can then chock the aircraft, for example. You can tie it down if you wanted to. You could even do things like... is that Brennell there? I wonder. So you can do things like rain protection. Yeah, you can preheat the engine if you wanted to. What's that? Oh, that's the front covers there. Yeah, so lots of stuff to do there. You can have cold and dark, obviously. You can have before start, before taxi, before takeoff. Now fuel will fuel up 3/4. 3/4 should be fine. Look how it went down because of the weight. Incredible. Right, options. We can have different options. Fairings for the gear. Those sounds. Some fancy... Yeah, some fancy fuels there. What's this? Oh my god! Oh, that's the what's it called? Off-road tires. Vortex generators on top there. Very nice. Flap gap seals. Angle of attack indication if you wanted to. A tablet. And what's this? I don't know. Yeah, textures look nice. Yeah, let's go with this. Happy with that. So we pretend we've done our outside check, although let me go and set the parking brake. Right, and then we'll remove the chocks and the tie down. Nice. So I would like to have... Oh, the tablet. So what we can do here as well, you can go and have the Avi taps, and I've actually downloaded the checklist in here. Oh, Brenold. Hey, Brenold, you want to go and come into Discord? All right, pre-flight complete, seatbelts harness on, fuel shut-off valve both. Avionics switch off, electrical equipment off, circuit breakers check in. Yeah, you can actually pull these out, which is quite nice. So that's all in. And then we've got these brakes test set. Now starting engine. Oh. Right, starting engine. Oh, hang on. No. Huh? Hello, Reynolds.
Good evening.
Good evening. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Good,
I
good.
hope you as well?
Yes, thank you much. Doing very well. So I'm just about to start the engine, and you already have engines running, I see.
Yes, I have. Okay. I'm already prepared.
Cool. So I'll be with you in a few minutes. So that's all done. Oh, that's the... Hold on. Right, there we go. Before starting engine. Nose. Right. Cool. So, starting engine. Mixture rich. So I have now my throttle quadrant where I have the mixture and the throttle mapped. And some autopilot panel buttons as well. And the flap setting, obviously. Cool. Carburetor heater cold. Right. Where's the carburetor heater here? Do we even have that? Probably not. That's fuel shut off. Right, let's see that. Then we've got... So this is not the checklist that came with the aircraft. This is something I downloaded from the internet. Right, master switch on, beacon light on. So master switch on and beacon light on.
Was there no checklist provided with the aircraft?
At least I didn't see one.
Okay.
No. Right. Good. Throttle 1/8 open. 1/8 open. Prop area clear prop. Ignition start. All right, let's try this then. No, sorry. Oh, prime, of course. I was just wondering, we need to prime, don't we? So primer. So 1/8, we said. Primer on as required. All right, let's try that again. Don't lose the key. Right, we've got fuel. That is on both. That is in. Right, do we need that on? Seriously? Yeah, but that's got ignition there. Start, isn't it? Unless it has a different switch somewhere for the ignition.
No, ignition is the magnetos.
Yeah, exactly. So don't have to. What looks?
Have you activated the fuel pump for some seconds?
No, that is in. Yeah, I have. I have.
You need it only for some seconds to make some pressure, and then you don't need the fuel pump anymore.
Let's have a look for the engine. So, it says overprimed. Okay. So there we go. Right.
I saw in the video when it's overprimed, then you have to pull out the red lever all the way, and then rotate the prop for some time, and it should start.
Let's try that. See.
And when it's running, you have to push in the red lever again.
Yeah, it's still overprimed. Look at that. Wow. Let's see, can we make that smaller? Oh, lol, I found a book. I clicked on somewhere, aircraft handbook. How'd I get there?
Yeah, that's the problem on this well-modeled aircraft black box. Then you can't do a relaxed start with this thing. You have to keep with the strict list all the time. Difficult to start.
There we go. So now we can see overprimed is coming back.
This is a push button aircraft.
Come on. You can do it. Hey, we got it running.
Congrats.
Right. Let's pull that mixture a bit. Thank you. I know, right? Feels good, man. Feels good. Oil pressure check. Oil pressure's good. We should have about 1,000 RPM, so just going to take out the prop a bit more there. There we go. Radios on set, transponder on alt. Okay. Let's lose this one then, shall we? So engine start battery. Right. Next time we'll use this one from the start. I promise. So nav lights on. Don't need pitot heats. Right. On. Complete. Alright. Next one is then before takeoff. Cool. Where did I just find that book? I don't know where I clicked on. I clicked on somewhere.
The book is on your left side, at the door, behind the door. There where your left knee is.
Ah, there it is. Cool. Alrighty. Alright, cool.
If you like, you can demonstrate the magneto check. And for the magneto check, you can try to pull out a magneto circuit breaker. It shows very impressive how it works.
Yeah, okay. Right, brakes working. Yeah, we're going to taxi to the runway. You're on my left here, I think, right?
Yes, exactly.
How often I've taxied out from these parking spots here.
Isn't it a little bit dangerous to taxi between this pylons there?
No, all good. Never had an issue with that. Alright. Yeah, so you can actually open windows. You can open the door. Obviously, lots of stuff you can do here.
Visors and pull down.
Yeah. One thing I have not understood why it will start up with 26.36 inches on the altimeter readout. Yeah, that's the angle of attack indicator. So solid wings, you can switch that off if you want to. So there is a menu point here. So here, for example, angle of attack indicator, you get rid of that. If you find that annoying, I don't know if that's a standard kind of thing these days. Someone else is flying along, very nice. So I'm just going to stop here for the run-up check. Set the parking brake. Yeah, but that's a bit weird that it's got that low pressure being set here. And that, of course, then means that you have a lot of scrolling to do. Yeah, you can do carry landings for sure, yeah. So, Brenold, let's see, we are on VATSIM.
Yes.
So that means...
We need 1 to 2 decimal 8, right?
Yeah, and we'll do the calls as well. So 1 to 2 decimal 8. Yes, I've flown 172s and 152s here in northern Germany after my flight school. But that was, again, that was a long time ago, and I would have to do a lot of training before I can go back to that. So flight plan, we're departing Goodyear. We're going to Sedona. Flight time about an hour, I think, hour 10. We'll go about 10,000 feet. And conditions here in Goodyear, right now it says altimeter 2981.
A lot of wind.
Wind, oh yeah, it's 230, 14 gusts, 25.
Fortunately, it is on the runway direction.
Yeah. So 2981 is set. And those are the speeds. How do I set passengers here? Options. Options, show passengers.
You should have the tablet on your right side.
It's in the
I
tablet.
guess there you... Yeah.
Okay. Hangar remote. Play music? What? Weight and balance. No, it just gives me fuel for weight and balance. Okay. I guess you would have to go into weight and balance, fuel, weight, payload weight. Okay, that's, yeah, all right. Cool. Right, so that's that. Flight instruments, flight controls. Let's check the flight controls. I don't see anything. There we go. Yeah, elevator's working as well. Rudder. You can just see the rudder from here, can't you? Hang on. Yeah, you can see the rudder. Okay, that's working. Hey, Far Right, yeah, definitely. Looking forward to the flight. Really nice. Altimeter set. Flight instruments look good. Let me just put direct to Sedona. I was going to ask you, Brenold, regarding the routing. So we're going to be low level, around 2,000 feet, so let's stay out of the Phoenix control zone. So here there's obviously the military Air Force, Luke Air Force Base we have to be careful with, and then we also have Glendale, I think it's called, we have to be careful with.
Goodyear traffic, Skylane November 616 Julia Papa departing, runway 21 will be a left downwind departure, leaving the area to the north.
Good call.
I would recommend to do right turn after the takeoff and then go outside of the control zone and then fly along the lake, I don't know the name, Lake Pleasant, and then up to Sedona.
All right, yeah, we'll do a right turn. Yeah, we're going to go towards Buckeye first of all. So the airport, yeah, to the west.
You want to go until Buckeye or turn before Buckeye?
Well, we'll go to Buckeye. It shouldn't be that long, and then we'll go north.
Okay.
All right, so enter, activate. Cool. Right, out select. We're going to select, yeah, 10,500 initially. Although, let's go 2.5. Yeah, let's go 2.5. 2,500 feet is set. Standby instruments. Let's have a look. Oh god, that's also 2.9. That is weird. I am a bit confused about the standby altimeter here. Am I missing something? Have I forgotten something?
Maybe the cover of the static port or something like that?
Nah. Nah, all the covers were gone, so yeah, they're all removed.
Some circuit breakers out?
Nope. It's just the standby altimeter shows 400 feet.
4,000 feet, huh?
Was it 4,000? Standby? No. Master. Pedo. Strobes. Oh. Hang on. Is that... But that's standby battery. Shall we put that to arm? That is working. Standby battery, arm. Yeah, but that's a standby. That should not require any power. That's a standby instrument. Why would it require... Maybe it's just bugged. Maybe, I don't know. Right, fuel quantity is good. Left, right. Mixed control rich. Fuel selective valve set both. Set both. Autopilot engage. Okay. So flight controls and autopilot trim disconnect. Yeah, so when you do that, it has auto trim obviously. Flight directors off. Set for takeoff. Right. So trim set for takeoff. Let's do that. Toto, like I said, normally, you know, you don't have to go do the outside check like in your aircraft. So everything's set pretty much through the options here. So yeah, there is no covers, anything. Yeah, I think just maybe bugged.
Isn't there a switch for the standby port? Can you switch that around?
The standby port.
Yeah, I think they have normally two static ports, and you can switch to the, I don't know exact name, alternate port or something like that.
No, it's just Oh, you mean that? Yeah, I know what you mean. Static air, but yeah, no. Yeah, but I mean, again, I have a feeling this is somewhat bugged. Doesn't matter. Right.
Goodyear, traffic
So-
November 616. Julia Papa leaving the area to the north. Last call. Goodyear.
So about 1800 RPM. Magneto switch check. So we check for a RPM drop. So left, right, looking good. And so Brennell said if you do a failure,
Not a failure. Simply pull out the left,
Magneto left. Let's see.
yeah, the magneto left, or
Nah. I would be very surprised if it actually has a circuit breaker. So I guess it would need to fail that.
okay. Maybe it was a failure. What he said in the video. But it's impressive to see it.
No. Alternator. All right, let's do some spark plugs. So cylinder 1. So fail. Fail.
Is it standard failure
There we
panel
go.
from? Yeah.
So there you already have the RPM dropping. There we go. Look at that. So now so if you had a spark plug problem, so number 1 left system, look at that. The engine pretty much dies. So that would definitely give you an indication that something's wrong. Right, fix it again. Cool. All right, so engine indications check. Looking good. Ammeters. Charging. Throttle code check idle. Idle engine is fine. Low vacuum is fine. 1000 RPM. Friction lock communications checked. Set. Nav frequency. Well, I mean, we can set Goodyear. Let me just call up Sky Vector. So, oh, actually, let's do Buckeye 110.6. Buckeye. Then PFD, wind, option 1. Back, bearing, Buckeye. Wonderful. Cool. All right. Best desire, transponder. So transponder here is transponder VFR. Currently off, but I want to have transponder out on. Right, so we're transmitting VFR. Cool. So cabin power 12 volt switch off. Okay. Off. Wing flaps up or 10 degrees. We're currently 10 degrees. Cabin window is closed and locked. Strobe switch on. Brakes release, and then before takeoff checklist complete. So normal takeoff. Throttle full, mixture control rich, max RPM, elevator lift at 55 knots and climb with 70 to 80 knots indicate airspeed, and then retract the flaps, and that's it. Okay, are you ready, Brennell?
Yes, I'm ready.
Okay, let's go.
Goodyear traffic, Kodiak,
lining up runway 21 and takeoff and leave control zone to the east. Have you heard my call?
Yeah, I did, yeah.
Okay. I was not sure if it works with Microsoft Flight Simulator.
Are you already on the runway? Oh, yeah, there, no, there we are.
Yes, I'm lining up right
Yeah.
now.
Okay, so I'm just going to wait for you. So Goodyear as well has so many parked airliners. Crazy. Alright.
You mean permanently parked airliners?
No, not permanently, no. I think just...
Like a boneyard? Or?
Yeah, well, no, I don't think it's a boneyard, no. Goodyear traffic, November 711 Bravo Bravo is lining up runway... Was it 25 in Goodyear?
21.
21 in Goodyear. Also preparing for a right crosswind departure to the west in Goodyear. I just need to do something here. I'm surprised that I guess it's X Enviro again. That it just can't maintain more than 60 FPS.
So I'm now picking up the VOR of Bravo Kilo, Bravo X-ray Kilo. Which speed would you like to go?
We'll see. I'll try to go 100 knots.
100 knots? Okay.
I know you're
very
faster.
slow.
I know that you're faster, but hang on.
Yeah,
we'll see what
I'm
we can
on
manage.
101. Yeah, I'm on 101 knots. I will try to hold it.
Let's try that again. Hang on. Sorry, guys. All right. Goodyear traffic, November 711 Bravo Bravo, departing runway 21 in Goodyear for a right crosswind departure. Oh, sorry for the window. There we go. Ooh. Twitchy. Right, 55, we should have rotated. Ooh. Pause rate, gear up. Trim the aircraft. Wow, it's gusty, yeah, it really is windy. Blimey. Right, 1,000 feet to go. We'll turn right crosswind here. And we're heading towards Buckeye. So Brown, I'm going to be flying 2,500 feet initially.
Okay. I've calculated we need about 8,000 feet to climb over the mountains.
Oh yeah, definitely. Later on we need that. Wow, it is gusty. Blimey. Exactly, gear up on departure. Joke, yeah. Oh, what is that wind doing? Christ. Wow, look at the wind gusts. Dropping down to 60 knots here.
What? Really?
No.
For me, it's almost smooth.
No.
I have actually 17 knots from the left side, from left front.
Alright. I've got 14 left, 13 headwind.
That's a lot.
Traffic, Walker 157, taking off.
Oh, there we go, heading. And altitude. Oh, no. Right, so we've got alt 2,500, heading, and autopilot is engaged. Right, we'll pull out the mixture a little bit, lean the engine a bit. So I'm looking for the EGT rise. There it is. Now EGT is rising. Just a bit more, lean a bit more. There we go. Right, oil temperature's good, pressure's good. But man, it's bumpy. Now, I remember this highway really well because part of our training we had to do in Buckeye. So every morning or noontime, whatever we shift we had to drive along that motorway westbound to get to Buckeye Airport.
Where have you lived in that time? In Phoenix?
In Goodyear. So we had our rooms in Goodyear.
Oh, okay.
Oh. Oh, there we go. We've got a nice passenger. Right, so let's call the checklist. So flaps are retracted. Are they? Hang on. Are they retracted? They are, aren't they? Heh. They're not, are they? Hang on. Why can't I retract the flaps? Uh-oh. Oh no, oh no, I broke the flaps. Oh no!
Try to decelerate and perhaps then you can then retract.
So, right guys, okay, so for demonstration of course, right? So, yeah, this actually has...
How crows.
Be quiet, it's for demonstration. This was planned, alright? So... This is what makes the aircraft interesting, obviously, is you can break stuff. You have to be careful. Right, so flaps retracted as it should be. There we go. Oh boy. Exactly, Toto. Right? I was surprised as well. But there we go. So let's go range. So there is Buckeye Airport there. And again, I remember this too well. It's weird how these images come back to mind. The mountains to the right.
How long have you been there?
8 months. Yeah, Bob, exactly. Yeah.
In one part,
Yeah.
or
No,
with going home?
No, in one part, yeah.
Wow.
So the C172 in real life is more forgiving. Yeah, but still, you should not overspeed flaps, obviously. So I'm just saying, be careful. Is there a way, anybody know G1000, is there a way where you can actually see the limitations on that airspace? I need to dial down the turbulence settings, my god. Wind options. Turbulence. That didn't help. So if you press range, we have a cursor. Ah, is that cursor there? Oh, yeah. Hang on. Hold on. Right, so Buckeye Airport is there. Now I don't have a model for it, so, but yeah, there it will be. And I had my first solo there, actually. You remember my first solo with the go around and the almost diversion.
Which aircraft was it?
Bonanza.
Oh.
Right, so we'll turn northbound. Now, normally we would avoid that area because Luke Air Force Base being not far away, there's an airspace here which is being used by, it says, concentrated student jet transition training. So you would definitely be a bit careful flying around this area. Ah, there we go. So put on my headset, which is good. F-16s, when I was there, Command Regulars, we had F-15s there. I remember having some interesting meetings. Oops, with F-15s. I mean, they saw you on their radar, so they used to make fun of us, buzzing us. Not really close, but I mean, if you have an F-15 pass you by at, let's say, 300 meters distance, whoa, that is impressive. So it was never a near miss or near collision or anything like that. So So regarding the
I guess we should do a shallow climb.
Yeah. I'm just looking at the what these mountains were called. Something what wasn't it called? White Mountains or something, or doesn't say. Right, yeah, we're away from the airspace, so we can climb up.
These are the White Tank Mountains.
Yeah, White Tank Mountains. That's it. So let's go. I don't know, 6.5 or something.
I think we need 8,000.
So actually, let's go pitch up a bit more for a slower airspeed. No, this is due to the fact I'm using an add-on. Well, of course, yeah. X-plane does look a bit yellowish from time to time. Yeah, I agree on that. Just gonna get the autopilot off for a second here. Let's hand fly. Gonna put the trim to nose up a bit. Oh, that's. Needs a lot of trim. Good lord. We're getting there. Fusion, good night to you. Thanks for watching. I'll get to the questions in a second, guys. Hold on. Yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I think X-plane 12 would definitely be very nice. Let's go again direct to Sedona. I'm gonna put this to nav mode. So now we've got GPS, flight level change at 83 knots, climbing up to 6,500. So estimate time to Sedona about 49-50 minutes thereabouts. Well, if we fly faster, then it's going to be about, I would say, 35. 45, well, 45 minutes maybe. I know, I've already dialed down the settings in Active Sky. How many miles out from Buckeye are you, Brennelt?
I can see you on the map, and I think I'm about a mile behind you.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's you there. I have a white dot.
Yeah, that's me.
Ah, I don't have
I'm on your tail left side.
Do you have altitude indication? Or are you squawking altitude by any chance?
Maybe. I don't know. Do I need to activate the mode Charlie? Mode Charlie is active.
Yeah. Well, normally it should say alt, so your transponder code 1200 and alt next to it.
Black Center is online. Would this touch us any time?
No. No.
What do you think to try the stall of this aircraft?
Let me
on a higher altitude.
Yes, a higher altitude would be good. I have a feeling that this one is probably not so forgiving to what we used to.
Yeah, but you are a good pilot. You can catch it.
You know how long I've not been flying Cessnas, but normally a Cessna would not be that critical.
Have you done stall training in your time in Phoenix?
Oh yeah, sure.
I think it's like bicycle riding. You can't forget it.
And MCK says he wants to see a spin. Yeah, sure. Yeah, you want to see me spin into the ground, just for the memes. I know you.
No, we don't want this. But a normal stall would be good.
Yeah. So is this supposed to be rain, or... I mean, it can't be clouds, surely.
For me, the weather's good here.
Or maybe it's the windshield fogging up. Good God. Right. Let's get some air in here.
What's the speed black box?
About 80 knots in the climb now.
Okay. Are you already trying this stall?
Nope. It may look like it, but no, I'm still trying to climb. Just gonna get a bit more fuel in here.
I'm actually on 100 knots with flaps 1 and very, very low power.
Oh God. I'm trying. But I think we have tailwind now, correct?
Yeah, we have a lot of tailwind.
15 knots, GG.
I have 19, 20.
The height above the ground, I think about, let's see, 3,000 feet. I think right now here we've got elevation about 2,000 feet. Yeah.
Why is your landing light still on?
Because I've not switched them off yet. Right.
Good reason, yeah.
But now they're off.
Very good.
Yeah, so actually, B, you have a lot more experience than I have here with the props. Any tips? Yeah, B, I'm not sure if you maybe wrote... Would you have any idea why this is not indicating right? I mean, I'm on local QNH, so 2981. Unless I've got the issue again with my weather injection. But I don't think so.
I think it would influence the altitude setting on the G1000 as well.
Yeah.
This difference between the G1000 and the standby instrument is not plausible.
No.
But I think you should start to lean the aircraft a little bit
Yeah.
because you're climbing up.
Yeah, I have. Just for the climb, I introduced a bit more mixture again. Yeah, so Goodyear was 969 elevation, so we definitely had 900 something elevation where we were at the runway, so that's correct. Yeah, so you call it a bugby as well. Okay, good. Yeah, thank you. I thought so. Right, so you guys want to see me do a stall? All right.
And I have to try the stall as well here.
There we go. Here's already stall warning. Pulling back now, fully on the yoke. Yeah, like I would expect. Very, very forgiving. No, there's no need to panic. Yeah, so like I would have expected. Pretty good. SK331. I mean, I know it's. I honestly don't know why it's so turbulent. It should drop like a stone. Are you sure?
No. Normally it should lower the nose, keep up speed, and then the stall is recovered.
Right, so we're back in flight level change on NAF mode.
I really can't get the Kodiak into the stall mode. I put out the thrust to 0, pulled back the stick, and it says all the time stall, stall, stall. And then it is descending, but the nose is pointing up. I don't think if this is the stall behavior of a Kodiak.
Probably not. Now I've got you on the TCAS, indicated 300 feet higher than me.
Maybe. I'm on 5,000, 6,000.
Yeah, that looks about right. I can see you there on my left wing.
Very good.
Yeah, so regarding turbulence setting, now maybe I just do not understand active sky, but I've got, let me show you that. I've got, so max wind turbulence, I'm at 10% now. I can put that to 0. Max wind shear 0. Turbulence effect scale 0. Maximum, let's do everything 0. No, I'm not using X-Enviro, no. Oh, now it's smoothing out, look. There we go, maybe that has helped. Override X-plane turbulence. Yeah, now it's smoothing out. Oh, much better. So I'm just going to introduce a little bit of wind turbulence. I don't want it to be turbulence effect scale, roger. Yeah. So I'm going to put that to 10% again. 30. I don't want it completely smooth. Yeah, I know it's too smooth. Yeah, right. So, all right, let's lean the engine again. So here's the EGT coming up. No, so I'm using not X-Enviro, I'm using, what's it called? Enhanced Skyscapes. That's what I'm using. But that's only for drawing clouds and the shaders. Thermal. SK, right now I'm using like 400.
Black box, I will go now on 30° heading for a minute.
Yeah.
Because then we can avoid some mountain peaks in front of us.
Okay, I'll have you in sight. Things under half ton, 30%, roger. Now I'm slowly dialing up the values again. Yeah, but now, I don't know, it's still too smooth. Wind option. So I've got max surface wind, 100%. Wind turbulence, at the moment 30%. Let's go 50. Turbulence effect scale is 50. Max wind shear, let's do 20% or something. Yeah, I mean, I remember the turbulence here in Phoenix, when it was, especially during the day when it was hot, yeah, you always had turbulence, up and down drafts. It was never really smooth. But I just want to get X-plane. Yeah, we've got a little bit of turbulence now. That's fine. You can hear the squeaking of the aircraft as well. Yeah, that's a bit better, isn't it? Just a little bit movement, nothing too drastic though. Dishi said using FS Global real weather. Okay, yeah, I've tried different things. Normally, I'm quite happy with Active Sky. But then again, everybody has to use whatever they feel like is best for them. I'm going to go on heading. Just going to follow Brennell there. So let's have a look at the engine values. So look at that. So cylinder 1, 2, 3, 4. You can see the animations of the cylinders. Like Toto's TBM and Challenger add-ons, you get certain values here with temperatures, although they're in Fahrenheit. The oil temperature, oil quantity. So I've got less fouling, correct engine priming. Right now, density altitude is... oh, so that's actually... If you put 1 to 1, look at that. That is 1 to 1. That's how fast the cylinders would be moving. Bloody hell. That's 1 to 10. So you can see the animations. Can you imagine the amount of stress on the parts? Going this fast. Bloody hell. So that's 1 to 100. Compressing, igniting. So you got 1 with fuel injection, ignition, and next one is then exhausting as well. How cool. Your eyes. Well, that's a cool animation though, isn't it? Not bad. It's pedestrian. Now, yeah, Magus, how is that even possible? From a mechanical standpoint, building... Oh yeah, Jason, me too. So building engines that can withstand such a stress. Right, I'm going to climb up a bit more, Brennell. Let's go 7.5. Lag, interesting. Right, there you go. That is true. That is true. Formula 1 cars are not, or motors are not supposed to last for too long. Yeah, that's true. Right, full throttle.
But when a Formula 1 motor crashes, then you simply stop. And when your aircraft engine stops, then you can't stop.
Yeah, that's true.
And when you're flying over such a terrain where we are here right now, then try to find a an emergency landing spot.
No.
Good luck.
No. So you got all these click spots here to pull up all these panels, so you don't have to look down if you don't want to. Electrics as well, look at that. So if you pop a circuit breaker, you can see where that's causing the issues. So, now, I've seen pictures where part of the undercarriage has collapsed. And of course, I've seen also bird strikes, microburst, runway light failure, okay. Harpy failure, okay. Now,
How
birds.
about to
Yeah.
activate a bird strike in the final?
Yes, exactly. So getting close to Sedona, we'll try a bird strike. See how that's comparing.
Can you already arm it right now that it comes maybe on 1,000 feet over the terrain?
Let's see, bird strike. You can fail at, yeah. So speed, time, and fail at. The problem is if you fail at a certain altitude. If I dial that below now, I guess it will fail immediately. So I
Not a
guess
good idea.
unless you put like minus or something, maybe that's.
I think when you say below and you are already above this altitude, then it should fail at this moment where you descend through this altitude.
Yeah, we'll do it later on because I don't. If you fail it now, well, I guess you could fix it, but we'll fail it later. Yeah, and landing gear, for example, you can actually have tire failures. You can have brake failures, and brake lockups even. And if you land with a too much or too high descent rate, your undercarriage can actually collapse as well. So you got to be careful. Right, I'm just going to change the daytime a bit. Just a bit too dark. There we go. That's better.
Here are a lot of turbulences over these mountains for me.
Well, that's typical Microsoft, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's real. The wind is pressing up in front of the mountain, and so you have a lot of turbulence.
Yeah. But I always felt that it's just exaggerating that a bit too much. I'm trying to think. I mean, I've flown to Sedona so many times when I was in training. I would say maybe 15, 20 times. So right now, we're just west of Black Canyon. Is that the I-17? Train doesn't. Right, there's this Camp Verde. And there's Sedona. Okay. Already got almost halfway. Yeah, we are pretty much halfway.
Have you also tried night VFR?
At least in real life, you mean? Training? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we did night VFR.
Awesome.
Right, just gonna lean the engine again. Looking at the oil temperatures, still good. Not too much leaning. There we go. So, when we flew over the mountains by Camarillo, it was so bumpy. Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah, I mean, sometimes. Right, let's go nav again. So back on GPS, 7,500.
So regarding the landing, I would recommend to use the runway 21 as well. And I don't know, you have the real life experience, but I would suggest a right hand pattern, downwind, base leg, and final.
Hang on. see if I can just pull up a nice chart.
Because I can see on the east side of the airport is very high terrain, so the left-hand pattern is not possible.
Yeah, exactly. So normally what we would do, let's see if I can pull up a chart or something. So obviously we don't have a star. Oh yeah, hang on. Yeah. So what we would do, of course, it would be a right-hand pattern. Absolutely. And it's difficult to describe without showing you pictures. So what you're going to be at, so if you have, let's say, 1,000 feet pattern altitude, so the elevation of the airport is 4,830. So let's say 5,900, you're doing your pattern. You'll be flying towards some mountains on the left-hand side and to the north, or the northeast, and so what you want to do then is, of course, turn. I think there's a little mountain just, it's like a little ridge line before the main mountains, and then we would turn before that. But it's, I mean, according to feel anyway, so you look outside and you just try to do a normal pattern.
Yeah, okay. Do you have a little nav map backups?
No, not on this not on the X-Plane 11. I mean, Windows 11. No.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and search the internet, see if I can find a VFR chart or something. Somebody made a pattern.
Yeah, maybe on SkyVector you can simulate it.
Hang on. I mean, there's always people that make some good charts. There's actually a website that covers Bob, yeah, we had, you know, the weekends normally, well, at least Sunday we had off. Right, so I found a picture, a very nice picture of the airport surroundings. So we want to have a look at the stream. So you can see the town of Sedona, and so runway 21 is going to be in this direction. So right-hand pattern means you'll be flying close to that ridge line there, and then yeah, at the end, before you fly into the mountains there, you're going to have to turn base and then final. It's very picturesque, especially in certain daytime conditions. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Have a look to Discord. I sent you a picture.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps this is how you like it.
Ah, that's a very good picture. Where did you find that?
Yeah, I made it myself. It's from Little Nav Map.
Oh, nice. Yeah. Yeah, so maybe not quite as close to that mountains on the left-hand side, so the pattern will be a bit closer to the field. But yeah, I remember that it's called what's it called? Chibola Mitten or something. But yeah, I remember going through that little valley there as well. Yeah. Yeah, looking good. Yeah, we'll try that. We'll see how that works. Did you ever land at Grand Canyon Airport? No, I don't think we ever went to Grand Canyon Airport, no. Right, 15 minutes out, Reynolds.
Yes. Have you overflown the Grand Canyon in this time?
Yeah, so back then, I mean, these days, I don't know how restrictive it is to go over Grand Canyon, since it's a national wildlife habitat. I remember that we did fly, what was it, 12,000, 30,000 feet or something? It was a long time ago, don't quote me on that.
But I guess it's beautiful, even from that high up.
Yeah, sure. I remember when we flew the 747 into Los Angeles. Oops. Or we departed Los Angeles, I think. We always flew right over Grand Canyon. And if the weather was good like today, it would be it's such a beautiful view. Hey, Dublin Aviator, how you doing? So apparently, yeah.
Also landed in Las Vegas?
Las Vegas? No. No, we went to San Diego, I remember. I think we did the transition over LA Airport once. But mostly, of course, we flew closer to Phoenix. Right, what's it doing now? Flight director, the autopilot's off, that's why it's doing. Yeah, we stayed close to Phoenix to get landings and do the air work. But yeah, from time to time we would have some cross-country time, and then we'd fly I don't know, Sedona or Flagstaff or go towards San Diego. Because you did have to get to the flying hours, and back then we flew both. We flew the Bonanzas and the Barons. So we even got, I think, about 30 or 40 hours on the Barons. And they were really cool. I mean, the Barons, they are really, really luxurious, really powerful. I'm trying not to break the landing gear, right? And I'll be happy with that. Yeah, Palm Springs. We actually did a team flight to Palm Springs. I remember that one because we had a problem. The weather was almost like this, and I remember that we had to go at some point quite high, and so you always need, you know, a place where you can actually get down without going through clouds, and that was quite tricky going into Palm Springs. And Palm Springs, obviously, you know, also for the jets departing, arriving. But the most impressive times were going to Tucson. I remember my first solo cross country went to Tucson, and Tucson has a how do you call them, reserve air guard or something? So they have the F-16s there, and you could see the F-16s doing their patterns as well. Now the F-16 pattern looks a bit different to the, you know, Cessnas or the Bonanza patterns. They do that really fast and really impressive, and really loud as well. Yeah, so we had to kind of squeeze into that pattern, and boy, it was so busy, man. I remember, yeah, you always were really stressed out.
How can you fit in there? They have a approach speed of 170 knots or so, and you have 100 or lower.
Yeah. Well, I remember, you know, they would tell you report right base. And then it would say you have F-16 turning base inside. You can see the landing lights coming opposite to you because they were on the other pattern. And you would say, yeah, and you say, yeah, caution wake turbulence behind that F-16, clear the land.
I see.
Yeah. So I'm not joking. They did touch and goes or low approaches where they went full military power. So touch and go, went up again, gear up, full military power to the end of the runway, and then they pulled up like I don't know how many G's. They pulled up into pattern altitude. They rolled the jets on their back, and then pulled another I don't know 6-7 G's and went into the pattern. That was just incredible. Well, we didn't have time to look at the museum, so we went to the airport, obviously, then had a bit of coffee, prepared, fueled the aircraft, and returned again.
At Sedona, is it there where this famous apple pie is?
Yeah. I mean, every airport here claims to have the best apple pie or best cookies and so on, but here the apple pies were really cool. Really nice. Right, I can also see already see the red cliffs there. So that's just like in real life. You could see them miles away, especially when you have good visibility. So we're still about 9 minutes out. 20 miles to go, and you can also already see that kind of red color coming through.
This is then the so-called Sedona view.
What the red cliffs there, yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, you have a VOR Flagstaff a bit further north, 1385. I mean, we can dial that in.
But it will not help you for this.
No, of course not. So Flagstaff's about 37 miles out. Catalina Buffalo Burger, Camarillo just regular burger. Right, let's have a look for the landing then. So descend power as desired, mixture adjust, altimeter set. So let's check the altimeter in Sedona. Altimeter is 2976. So 2976 is set. Alt select, nav source, FMS GPS review, fuel selector is both, fuel is balanced, then wing flaps, so flaps later on of course, pilot passenger seat belts or seat backs upper right, seat belts fasten, selective off both, mixture control rich. I don't know, for all those VFR flyers, do you put the mixture to rich even at high altitude? I somehow
I don't think so.
I don't think so either, but so landing lights, autopilot, cabin. All right. Nice. So that's the airport there. So we're going to have to fly that right-hand pattern. That's really beautiful. Loving it. Right. That means, actually, you know what? I'm going to start flying. was about to say I'm going to start hand flying. So the current wind is... Oh, wow. Okay, Brent. 160, 17, gust 32.
Whoa. I think it's over the limits.
28, gust 35. What?
I'm sure that's over the limits for 172 and even for Goodyear.
Yeah, because that's 50 degrees off, so that's almost... Yeah, that's like at least, so I would say like 20 knots crosswind at least. What's the max crosswind component of a Cessna? 15?
Yeah, I would say maximum.
I don't know, maybe we've got some flyers here. Yeah, so 35 knots will be 28 knots crosswind, and for the steady wind component, so 28, yeah, 23 left crosswind. No, wait, 12 knots only. Right. You have special approval. Yeah, easy for you to say. If this handles anything like the real aircraft, then we're in big trouble, even attempting it. Right, so let's say we trust in the fact that we've dialed down the wind effectiveness, so turbulence effectiveness, by landing gear, yeah. Again, it's just for demonstration, alright? Don't do this in real... so, bird strike, fail at... So if I put this to, what was it, 6,000? Yeah, right. But if I fail that now, let's just try it. I want to see what happens. Oh, there we go. So, right. So it immediately activates that. So let's do it this way. So time, let's do this in 3 minutes. Oh. Darn. Hang on. Right, so, hold on. So, bird strike. Why is it... Hang on, time to... Oh, I don't need to press fail. Okay. So, 3 minutes. Alright. So, I don't have to do anything else. So, 3 minutes it should go. Let's go. I just realized that I don't have push to talk set. Do nothing. X pilot. Push to talk. Sedona traffic, November 711 Bravo Bravo is approaching Sedona from the south. We'll be entering a right-hand downwind at Sedona. I know. Well, I mean, it's here you see the birds appearing, so you do get a kind of a prior warning. Wow, look at the view there. How cool is that?
Sedona traffic, November 2, November Tango Zulu, Goodyear is approaching final of runway 21.
Have a good landing. Oh, yeah, here is. No, Avenger, I just want to reset it. Again, I wanted to try out the failure condition. So it should happen soon, right? We set 3 minutes.
It's almost impossible to hold the center line.
Oh god. I have a feeling that, yeah, we're going to be in trouble. Right.
I have a curve angle of, let's say, 20 degrees.
Okay. Right, well, I'll tell you what, let's not mess about with bird strike here. I'm going to be busy as it is. So Granite has landed.
Yeah, this was not a good landing here.
Okay, so 5,900, pattern altitude, trimming the aircraft.
Almost flipped over and couldn't hold it on the runway.
Start introducing some flaps here. Right, really pitching up with the flaps there. That's interesting. Trim, trim, trim. So let's have a look. Yeah, flaps are full. Right, there's the airport. Wow, I'm drifting. I've got 25 knots wind from the right. I can feel myself. I can see the aircraft drifting like crazy. I am not sure how we're going to land this, to be honest. Of course, in real life, you would not even try.
No, way too dangerous.
Yeah, with track IR, that's definitely a lot more interesting. Oh yeah, and I remember that little mountain or hill in front of the runway. Very impressive as well. Sedona traffic, November 711 Bravo Bravo, turning right base, runway 21 in Sedona. Ground speed 60 knots. Lol.
And remember to keep the left wing down.
Oh yeah.
But I think you know it.
No, thanks for reminding me.
Yeah.
I mean, even in the simulator, you can kind of grasp the beauty of this area. Oh, well, let me get the angle of attack sensor again. I want to see what the right approach speed is. I have no idea.
Is it standard scenery, black box, or is it an auto scenery?
The surroundings come with the add-on. So I've got Sedona Airport add-on.
Oh.
And so this surrounding comes with it.
That's great.
Sedona traffic, November 711 Bravo Bravo, turning final runway 21 in Sedona. So 1 red, 3 white. I'm not doing too badly. So I'm going to slow down a bit more. There we go. That should be on speed then, right? 60, that cross, that looks like on speed. So 68 knots. That's how I would interpret that. Oh my god. Lol. How on earth? 60 over the threshold. So 70 final and 60 over the threshold. Thank you, MCK. Yeah, that's some good values I can. Oh wow. Oh my. Because of trimming there. Updraft. Come on, down. I want to climb. Down we go. Whoa! I have a stabilizer motion. Look, I have updrafts. I can't do much at the moment. I mean, I could try simulate engine failure. Oh, now downdraft. Oh my god. Wow. I don't know. No! Stop it! Oh, you guys. That was what a weird experience where I had like an updraft and then I felt the real downdraft, adding lots of power.
It was a great landing under this condition, Black Box.
Well, at least, I mean, if you land too hard in this aircraft, it will definitely break the undercarriage.
It will, but it has not, so you was not too hard.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Hard enough, but we made it. Yeah, we definitely earned that apple pie here. Good God. Right, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to just turn off active sky, or at least do conditions. Let me go switch to custom weather. What I want to do is try an engine failure with a glide approach.
Yeah, I would like to see the bird strike. It should be really impressive.
Yeah. So let's do map. Lock to aircraft. Right. Add new custom weather area. So I'm going to leave the clouds as is, but I'm just going to put the wind to something like 7 knots or something, you know, something a little bit less aggressive. Let's see if that helps. There we go. Yeah, so that has changed now, and the wind should have died down now. 7 knots crosswind. My cat. Hang on. I am pretty sure I have not left. I know it does vibrate a bit, doesn't it? But I'm pretty sure I've not left anything open on the outside. So there's nothing unlatched. Right, it is closed. So,
when you did this training flights, Black Box, how many people were then on board?
Normally instructor, so pilot flying, then the instructor on the right-hand side, and in the rear normally just one student. Okay. So you would fly outbound, you know, for maybe 2 hours, and then have a pilot pilot or student change, and then you would go. So the other pilot would then have also 2 hours to train.
Okay, and the Bonanza is 4 people aircraft, right? Or is it for 6?
It's 4 altogether. Okay. So Bonanza Baron I think was 6. Bonanza was 4. Right, so fail at, if I put this at 6,000, let's put 7,000 feet, let's say. 7,000 feet above mean sea level. So do I need to put anything else? Failure scenario. Because if I press fail now, there we go, it doesn't make sense. Go away. Birds, go away. Oh no. I don't understand the failure. I have a...
And
I
put
just-
this in minutes or seconds in.
Lol, they've landed. Is that supposed... They're walking on the... It's like Hitchcock's film. The birds. Yeah, fly off. Go away. Whoosh.
That's crazy.
Right, so 2,000 feet AGL. Yeah, but do I need to put anything else? Like, because if I fail now... So what do I have to... So that's my understanding of it, how... Press stop on the top. Hold on. Stop. Okay, fail at 2,000 feet AGL. And then start. No. Well, we'll try that, see how that works. Good. So make sure, let's put that to the rich flaps are set. Alright, let's do this. Flight with realism, yeah, V5 group flights do make a lot of fun, yeah. Takeoff set, bit of left aileron input for the crosswind. Oh, one thing I need to dial down the rudder sensitivity here as well. Blimey. Yeah, 6 knot wind, so the wind has changed. Lots of trim. Maybe hit enter. Okay, let's see. Yeah. Two 2,000 feet. Well, at first it's just going to be bird strike, but I do want to have something with the engine as well. Right, flaps coming up. Flaps are up. Let's trim.
At 2,000 feet AGL, you are already in the
In
clouds.
the clouds, yeah. All right. I tell you what we'll do. Then we'll fair now. Oh, lol. We had a bird strike, but not on the windshield this time. That reminds me a lot like Toto's failure system. So like something's broken. Bird strike. Right, let's fix this again. Let's try again. There we go. Oh! Oh, I can feel the Now, if you want ultimate realism, you put a ventilator on your desk and turn on the ventilator at max power so you can feel the wind blowing in your face.
And you already have a lot of broken glass in your face.
Yeah, that's true. Or at least plexiglass. Right, engine. Let's have a look. Engine fire. Oh no.
I really think you can manage that.
Oh, we are on fire. Oh my god. Right. Fuel emergency shut off. Come on. Can put this to off. I don't know. Right, where's the airport? There's the airport. Right, feather. Oh no. So best glide speed, what was it? 65? Oh my god. This is so scary. Right, let's see if we can make it.
Remember, don't stall. Better set it anywhere on the ground, but don't stall.
Well, at least we got rid of the fire.
No,
Yeah, you
will
need to
not.
track out for this.
You will not make it to the runway. Search for emergency landing place.
Not giving up that easily. Oh, you're right. We're not going to make it. No. So flaps really.
For a kind of street or so.
Oh no! We can't make it to the field. Right, there's a dirt strip down there. Lots of trees. Now normally you look for at least like a dirt road, dirt strip or something, anything that's a little bit flatter, and you don't want to hit any cars obviously. Here unfortunately we have like trees everywhere. Oh, this will not go well. And then of course you don't want to hit trees like we're doing now, but you want to hit and to keep the aircraft flying. So whatever you do, don't stall. Try to have a controlled flight onto the ground. Don't stall it. Come on, give me my outside view. Oh, there we go. So, so our front nose gear collapsed. Yeah, pretty much got all the flaps out as well, MCK, yeah. So had full flaps. Yeah, wow, that is scary. Look at how the propeller is bent as well. Interesting. Well, she's still smiling, so she's happy.
Because she survived.
Oh, wow. Yeah, but you can see the fun you can have with this add-on. God. Yeah, I was actually thinking we'd be able to make it back to the field, but I guess maybe if you've flown the best glide speed right from the start, maybe.
Yeah, but the 172 glides like a stone.
Okay. That'll buff right out. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Interesting add-on as well. I do like the fact that there's more add-on makers coming out now with these these things like failure models. Yeah, some scenarios that can fit in from time to time. Yeah, just to train your skills a bit. Definitely interesting.
What do you say? Is it study level?
I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I would try to compare, things like store behavior to the real aircraft. I don't know. For me, it seems like you need to kind of put the sensitivities of these axes. You need to tweak them so that at some point you have a feeling that it feels like the real aircraft, or a bit more like the real aircraft. So
yeah, but is it possible to make it even in a big, very expensive commercial simulator? It don't feel like a real aircraft.
Yeah, I mean, again, I can only comment from the aircraft I'm flying in real for now. I don't know. I have no kind of memory of how the Cessna 172 flies, so I wouldn't judge on that for myself. How does it compare the A2A Cessna 172? I haven't flown that for ages as well. Now, what I can say though, in X-plane, you just really feel certain effects like high altitude. Right, there's definitely a different feeling in the aerodynamics when you fly at, let's say, 6,000 feet compared to sea level. And the same goes for wind influences, these kind of things, weights of the aircraft. That definitely feels a lot more realistic here in X-plane compared to P3D. Now, P3D, we know the issues of P3D. So yeah, I would definitely prefer, if you're really into flying GA aircraft, then at the moment for me X-plane is the way to go. And Microsoft still has so many issues with weather influences and simulation of aerodynamics and so on. I would go with X-plane in that regard. So MCK says it's advanced but not study level. Yeah. Also, I always wonder what it's like. So when students go and start to learn on these aircraft with those kind of avionics, I always wonder. I mean, it's fine if all of the aircraft, right, in your flying club or the ones you're going to rent will have these instrumentations. I guess you're fine. But let me remind you that I started out flying and there was no Garmin display. It was just conventional instruments. You had a compass. If you're lucky, you had an RMI. You did not have an HSI. You had an RMI, if at all. You had a slave gyro. But yeah, that was about it. And then you had your printed out map on your lap. And then look outside and go really navigate by visual cues outside. And wow, if you ever got lost, lucky if you had a seat. I'm telling you, Yoda, yeah. You're lucky. Back when I was, learning to fly, you were lucky if you had a seat and a windshield. All right, so. Oh, that reminds me. I saw a video on YouTube with these really old glider planes where it doesn't have a cockpit. Like you're sitting in free air. So you have a seat, you have your stick and rudder, and then you have like maybe in speed indication, but that's it. So then you have your wings behind you, and you just sit there, and there's no walls around you and thing. I do not know if I ever would like to fly one of those. I just have a feeling that it must be insane. It must be an insane thrill to fly that, but boy. Yeah. All right. Yeah, guys. Next stream is on Wednesday. Big shout out to Motosuva who donated £10 today. Motosuva, thank you so much for that. And then Wednesday I'm sure we've got some VATSIM stations online. We'll probably go back in the FS Labs on Wednesday and do something interesting there. Yeah, thank you, Toto. All the best to you as well. Thank you much. Brennell, thanks for flying along.
Yeah.
Who else is
Was
flying
nice.
along? Yeah, someone else flew along. Hope you had a great flight as well. My dear moderators, thank you as well for looking over the chat. Sorry, yeah, my bad. Oh, nice, Yoda. Yeah, always let me know on Discord. Cool. Alrighty, everyone. Take care, and we'll try to get this aircraft repaired. I mean, it's a beautiful view from here, but broken aircraft. All right. Good night, everyone, and I'll see you soon. Thanks for watching.